All right, what is up? Welcome to a long update. I know I haven't been updating you guys and I know it's been a while. Listen, I'm going to be making a whole lot of videos. I'm going to basically backlog everything from prep. I'm gonna be completely real. I didn't get the overall and that hurt, but what honestly hurt me a lot, and the reason why I haven't been posting is because I was low-key a little depressed. I was in summer shredding and I dieted hard. I sat in the sauna. I did pretty much everything. I was just still holding a lot of water, and it was just one of those things where I didn't show my best self, and that hurts. And so I pretty much needed time away. I needed time away from everything, time away from just social media. Not social media, but like YouTube. I was supposed to make a lot of videos, but I was just super depressed. My mental health wasn't in the best state. I'm just being completely honest because it's just the honest truth. So I'm going to be making a lot of videos on that, but right now, this is the off season. And so we're gonna do a back day today at Alphaland. But before we do that, I wanna talk to you about my goals for this off season. So I plan on taking 3 to 10 years off. I know 3 to 10 years off seems super long, but it takes time to build muscle as a natural bodybuilder. Granted, I'm 25 and I know by the next time I compete is gonna be 28 to 35, but I do know most bodybuilders don't reach their prime until like their late 30s, mid 30s, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna take a long off season. In this time frame, what I'm trying to accomplish by, let's say, a calendar year, June 28th is the day of the competition, and I literally started training that day. And so June 28th of 2025 to June 28th of 2026, what I plan on accomplishing, benching 405 for multiple reps. I am trying to be at least 220 pounds and 10% body fat. I'm trying to squat 585. I'm going to also make sure I still track all my foods, all my macros, make sure I get a step count. For me, I'm trying to get a minimum of 10,000 steps every single day, and there's going to be some high days of 30,000. I know when I was in prep, I was doing 30,000, and then it got so crazy that I had like a day in which I had 52,000 steps. I know it was crazy. Pretty much overdid it right there, but hey, shoot for the stars, you land on the moon. But I wanted to make sure I gave everything I had for this prep. I knew going into the show that I was not going to be doing another show after this, just for the simple fact because my mental health was already taking a toll. Prep was super stressful, and I just wanted to live a normal life yet again. It was kind of crazy because I know when I first started prep, I was telling my coach like, hey, I wanted to do summer shredding, win a summer shredding championship, earn my natural IFBB pro card, and then even try to like earn my regular pro card even against enhanced people. So I was going to be doing a minimum of 6 shows this year. A minimum of 6. That would have been such a long diet. It's like I started prep December 29th of 2024, and it probably would have been a full year of dieting. Like, man, I was super stressed out. I didn't have no refeeds, no cheat days really, and it was just like mentally, I was just out of it. But like I was saying though, this off season is going to be very long, and so I'm hoping to build a bigger back, more cap delts. Everything has to grow if I'm being completely real. I want bigger calves. I want a more dense and wider back. I want to have crazy development when it comes to my shoulders, crazy rear delts. I want to have 24-inch arms. That's basically going to be impossible considering the fact like I'm a natural bodybuilder, but we shoot for the stars and land on the moon. I want to have a 60-inch chest, and pretty much it's just like I'm under reconstruction. Now, whether I get there or not is something I'm going to shoot for and aim for. I always ask myself, is it possible, and how do you know it's possible? And so I'm just going to really take this as a science experiment. If I eat right, take all the supplements, multivitamins, omega-3s, magnesium, zinc, if I take all these supplements, I get a consistent protein goal, and I do every little thing right, train hard with intensity, can I get there? And so for me, I have 3 to 10 years to work with of just constant growing, constant bulking, and it's just gonna add a lot of size. We're gonna add so much to our frame and just be very strong. I'm gonna walk around like a superhero, Captain America, if that, Black Captain America, you know? But yeah, we're gonna really push very hard, and this pretty much gonna wrap up the intro. Let's get to our back day. So look, I'm gonna be doing some posing with the wife really quick. So, you ready? All right, first thing you know, we gotta do a front double.
What is that?
So, we're gonna be right here. You gotta get closer, I don't know if you're in frame. Are you ready? Then you gotta do one arm. So right here. All right, y'all. So this is episode 1 of the off season right here. As you see, we're at Alpha Land. And for those who do not know, I train full body every single day. The reason why, because I know my genetic strong suits, I know my genetic weaknesses, and so the goal is for me to make everything proportionate. So we're gonna start off, and like I said, it's full body, but I'm gonna be training some muscle groups more than others. So first exercise, lower erectors. All right. Ooh. Just like this. Ooh. 2. Ooh. Oh my goodness. All right, second set right here, 10 reps. Ooh. 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 Oh my goodness. So look, on a serious note, do not confuse these with RDLs. For RDLs, the range of motion is greater. For stiff leg deadlifts, notice where I'm stopping the weight. Right at the knee level. RDLs, I would have a wider base, and I would go a little bit further for a greater range of motion, really stretch the hamstrings, really stretch the glutes. Just saying. Also, for RDLs, something I like to do, I act like I'm pulling my knees apart, and for some reason, it really targets my hamstrings and glutes. I'm just saying, don't confuse these with stiff leg deadlifts and RDLs. Hey, shout out to the wife, because as I was doing my stiff leg deadlift, she was holding me accountable and was like, hey, you need to explain to people better about the RDLs and stiff leg deadlift and the range of motion, because it's some kind of confusion, she was saying. And so I'm going to explain this deeper whenever I get back home. I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to take away from the workout. But the next exercise we got right now is we got lat pull downs. You already know we got to work on a V taper and try to have a nice shape for a show. Hey y'all, I want y'all to know. Go ahead, record. She's trying to look back, y'all. But I love this girl right here. I ain't gonna lie, she pushed me to be a better man. Hey, on a real note though, look at the lats. Look, y'all see that? Y'all see that? Boy, she been telling me how she wants to do full body weight pull-ups, and so I told her she gotta hit some lats. And so she been doing lat pull downs, and just, I ain't gonna lie, her lats are just transforming. It's looking crazy. But enough yapping, man, it's my set. She said it felt heavy, y'all. All right, y'all, look. I'm about to start my first actual working set. I'm a pyramid up. So since it's my working set, I don't want my grip and my arms to deplete first, because whenever you do a back exercise, your arms burn up before your back do. In order to prevent that, we got EchoVision straps right here, and I'm going to link it down below. Now, if you want to support, you don't have to, but if you want to support, hit the link below and use code FAITH. That's my personal code right there, and you'll get you a discount right then and there. But on to our working set. All right, here we go. Ooh. Not yet, not yet, not yet. W spotter though. All right, right now, right now, right now. Ooh. Hold on. Ooh, let me get a stretch, let me get a stretch. Right there, come on. All right, that's good, that's good. Oh my goodness. Hey, W spotter. Hey, hold on, give me some dab, big dog. Hey, give me, still for the camera. Give me some dab.
Ow.
Hey, W spotter right there. As you see, my wife is a perfect spotter. She came up and said, hey, you need some help? Sure enough, she came right into me. I ain't even had to say nothing. Listen, boys, get you a wife, man. Get you a wife. All right, y'all. She got the straps going on in too. I'm finna help her. Come on, I'm with you. Push. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. I'm with you. Let's go. Push, push, push. Come on, one more. Give me one more, one more, one more. You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. There we go. Hey, that's what I'm talking about right there. Let's talk really quick. The reason why I feel like it was heavier than before, because it was heavier than before. Your last set was 120, you jumped up 15 pounds.
Yeah.
So I think you did about what, 3 reps on your own? And then, you know.
How much was that?
135, so she did 3 reps at 135. Please note, save this for reference because she will be in my workouts. Yeah, you'll be getting better, I know that. But this is the starting point for both of us from what y'all seen so far. She did 135 for 3, we're gonna get her to 135 for 10, and so on and so forth. Right now. Ooh. Ooh. I'm fried. Oh my goodness. Body is so fried right now. All right, so we got single arm rows. The biggest thing right here, we're still gonna be working the lats right here too. The key coaching point, keep the elbows very tight to the body. You don't want to have the elbow flared out, but you want to have it tight just like this. You really want to engage the lats. So the last exercise was a lat pull down, and this right here, we're going to be pulling horizontally. And so we're really trying to work on that V-taper, really trying to be swole. And let me just show y'all really quick of what I'm talking about, why the V-taper is so important. Look at the shoulder to waist ratio. I'm going to flex, 3, 2, 1. And you just want the lats to pop out just like that. Notice how the shoulders and upper body, they sweep out, then the inside go in. This is how it looks from the back. And basically that's what we're trying to work on. We're just trying to work on the overall shape, the silhouette, because that's super important for bodybuilding. But yeah, on to our first set, we're gonna pyramid up. I'm starting off with 2, then maybe go to 3, just depending on how this set feels. Seat adjustment is super important for this movement, so. I don't know how many reps that was. Honestly, this may be the working set right here. The weight, I like it. Notice my chest is on the pad too. That's super important. Keep the elbow tight. There we go. I'm so proud of her. Y'all, I'm so proud of her. I remember when she first started, it was like I raised her. How you feel? All right, listen. Could have did more, but she's working on, her right arm is a stronger arm, but she wants her left arm to catch up. So it's just like, she burnt out with her left arm, and then she just matched the intensity of the same rep count with the right arm. She didn't match the intensity, but she matched the rep count. My bad for getting tongue twisted, but hey. All right, we're almost at the very end of our back day right here. Well, not back day, full body. So our primary movement was back, but now it's time to get a little bit into the limbs department. For me, I always like to train a little bit of legs at the end of every workout, whether it be calf raises, a little bit of leg extensions. For me, this is how I think about it. Most people at the end of every exercise, they do bicep curls, right? So I took that same principle and I applied it to legs. And so for me, I'm trying to get my calves to grow, my quads to grow, hamstrings to grow. Anything leg related, I try to do at the very end of my workout. But right here, we got our biceps. I like to do a preacher curl and a unilateral, I like to do a unilateral. I don't like to use bilateral. So one thing about this too, I like this machine better than most because it's where I feel the tension. So for me, I could place the tension at the beginning of the movement. So whenever I'm down here in a stress position, I can feel it right away. Or when I'm in a contracted position right here, I can feel it towards the end. Right in the middle, you get the best of both worlds. But for me, I like to have it between the beginning and the middle part. That's where I like to place all the tension. And we're gonna just work on there. So, all right, here we go. I had to stop myself right there because I felt my tendon getting super tight, and so I stopped. No matter what you do, shut it down early if you feel like something bad is about to happen. So for me, I feel like my tendon's about to snap or it's gonna get like pretty much strained. Stopped it right away, shut it down, live to fight another day. This right here has been something that I've been meaning to talk about. A lot of people are like, how do you get your abs to show? Is it in the kitchen? Can you build it in a gym? Bottom line is this, your abs are a muscle, which means it can be worked. You can build more muscle, and it's best to do it during peak bulk. You got the most energy. So you can build your abs in the gym, but it is shown through the kitchen, meaning you got to train them in the gym to get them to push through to have those thick, solid abs, but you also want to diet correctly so that way you are able to see them. If you do not diet right, it will be harder to see them. But if you diet and everything, if you diet extremely hard and you don't train them in the gym, they'll just be, I guess you could say, there, but they won't be pushing through. They won't be thick. They won't be hard. You want the 3D abs. It'll be visible, but they won't be pushing through. So train your abs. I train abs almost every day. Almost every day. And I do them weighted too. The more weight you add, the stronger they get. So with that being said, let's lock in. Notice I'm getting a full stretch right here. Oh boy, it's the off season. So you know what that means. I am I'm 4 weeks out since the last time I competed. So I'm 4 weeks out and you know, I'm afraid to take off the shirt. I've been eating relatively good, but the triceps, I told you had crazy triceps. The wife trying to see our triceps and she's finally see it. Alright, y'all, listen, I gotta keep it real. It may look like I'm relatively lean. I'm not. I hold all my fat up in here. So just for y'all to see. Oh snap. Nowhere near lean. Be alright though. All right, y'all, but that's gonna be the end for this gym session. I'll see y'all back at the house. All right, we just finished our workout from Alpha Land, and I'm not gonna lie, this is what you will be seeing from here on out. You're gonna be seeing a lot of yap sessions, a lot of gym content, a lot of food, a lot of nutrition, and you will also be seeing create my perfect physique, which will be dropping soon. I would still be doing a backlog from all the prep videos, all show day, etc., so on and so forth. But I'm also thinking about expanding beyond that, like lifestyle content, just because bodybuilding is cool, but what about life? And then I also know my username is Faith and Play, so let's also dive into our faith. I'll always go by this slogan right here. Whether you got 315 on your chest or 315 problems in your life, you still got to push through. And that's something that I just really want to talk about. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the gym is the way I carry life. For instance, nobody likes doing legs, but nobody likes waking up and going to work on a Monday morning. And so for me, I'll take that same concept. If you train hard in the gym when you don't want to, you can accomplish anything in life. I remember when I first started fitness and I never thought I could look like this. And so I took that same approach and I approached it to life. I never thought my life would be like this at the age of 25. I am married. I have moved away from my hometown. I'm in Texas, and it's just like I look at my life and where it's transformed in the past 6 years, and it's just like it's such a blessing. And so for me, my goal is the bigger picture, the long run. What will my life look like within the next 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? And I understand great things take time, so it's just like grind in your 20s, live a little bit in your 30s, and thrive in your 40s, and so on and so forth. For me, it's just like the long game. I'll call it a garden mentality. It takes time to build a garden. The bigger the garden, the bigger and more time you got to put in. So that's just going to be like my mindset behind all of this. I know this is the first episode that I have put out in a while, and please note that this may be the hardest, well, not the hardest, but this will be like the worst episode so far, but it will get better from here on out. It's not necessarily bad, but I just know my content will be a lot better going forward. I'm gonna be a lot more consistent, editing will be getting better, and you're just gonna get more of me. My wife is cooking right now, so hey, but you're just gonna get a lot more from me going forward. Going forward, you're gonna get what I just basically said. Things that I do want to talk about since it's the off season, and this is not pertaining to fitness or anything like that, but what do I want in terms of my life content creating? So by the end of 2025, I want to have 10K followers on both TikTok and Instagram. My goal for YouTube, I want to have at least 1,000 subscribers. That's just basically the short-term goal. I do want to be able to get monetized on YouTube and be able to do this full time. Will I get it? Yes, we will get it. Will it take time? Obviously, but no, we're definitely gonna get this. I really want it, and I feel like if you want something bad enough, you can obtain it. It may take a little bit of time, but at the same time, why not? If I could grind in the gym every single day for years on end, I could do the same on here. So we're gonna get monetized 1K by the end of the year, and then make that even more. I also will have a business, and that's gonna be coming. I'm saying this now so that way y'all can witness the journey. This is day one, me speaking into existence. And when it's actually taken off, well, y'all gonna use this video as reference, and we'll be like, well, this is where it all began. So by the end of 2025, I want to be a full-time content creator. Currently, I am working at a warehouse, and don't get me wrong, blessed be working at this warehouse. You know what? Actually, I'm working for my sponsor, EchoVision. They're my sponsor, and you know, I'm beyond grateful for the opportunity, forever grateful, and I'm gonna always be with them, even when I do pursue content creator full-time. It just, for me, this is something I really want to do. This is something I'm passionate about, content creating. And the video format is not necessarily to be an educator. I'm not necessarily trying to educate you. I'm trying to just show you what I do in my daily life, how I incorporate my faith-based principles, how I work out, how to basically just what I do. And if I can influence you to be a better human being and ultimately give your life to Christ, then that's all that really matters to me. I just try to live right, try to do right. 25, still trying to figure out life. life. I don't know what life is about, but I'm still discovering it more and more every single day. And yeah, young, 25, I never had much, but I'm gonna get a lot. But yeah, this is pretty much gonna wrap up for episode 1. Like I said, this is the series called the offseason. The offseason, episode 1, and this is gonna be the longest series that I make, because it's gonna be 3 to 10 years worth. But yeah, man, stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button. If you don't subscribe now, it's just like you're gonna miss some good content, because I'm telling you, I'm not gonna stop posting. Y'all stay blessed. I love you. My wife loves you. My wife loves you, and Jesus loves you, more importantly. If you don't know God, get to know God. If you don't know how, comment how, and I will make a video on how. So yeah, Jesus loves you. God stay blessed.